My name is Séadhan de Poire and I'm the head Irish teacher here at the Dublin Academy of Education. I've also worked for the State Examinations Commission as an Irish oral examiner. So today I'm going to give you a few tips about the Irish oral and I suppose show you how you can maximise your grade and achieve your full potential at this exam. First of all, I'm going to give you the layout. You've got your Failtu, which is basically a welcoming. You've got your poetry. You have to read out one of the 5 poems on the course. You've got your picture sequences, your Sraith, for 80 marks. And finally, you'll have your conversation for 120 marks. Huge amount of marks to be got here. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is the Failtu. Basically, you come in and you're going to answer 5 questions on the exam. However, wait for the questions. Students come in, bundle of nerves, bundle of energy, they want to tell me everything straight away, but hold off, the examiner has to ask you the 5 questions. So wait for your question is my first tip. You don't want that awkward moment at the start where you're being stopped. Second of all, you have to give 2 details about your address and your date of birth. So give the area and the county, and finally then give a month and give the year that you're born, okay? 2 details, not 1, to gain your full 5 marks on that. My second tip is for the poetry. Believe it or not, you get more marks for reading the poem off a piece of paper than you do for actually writing it in the exam. So there's 35 really simple marks to be gotten here. My big tip for this would be, we're 5 weeks out from the Irish oral. You can easily get these poems on YouTube, you've got CDs in your books, so listen to them every day. It should be a full mark question. You should get full marks and there's no mistakes at all. However, this isn't the case. It's actually one of the weakest questions I have come across. So listen to them every day. Third tip for you today talks about the Sraith. So basically it's an 80 mark question. 80 marks for this. You get 70 marks for your talking and then you get 10 marks at the end for questions. So what I'm looking for you to do is I want you to try prepare phrases with the Tishel Ginnaduk. Now hopefully you've done the Tishel Ginnaduk in school. We will definitely cover it in our classes here. Basically the Tishel Ginnaduk kind of shows that you understand the more difficult parts of the grammar. Use phrases like Koshid Riint Amma, certain amount of time, a bit of time. Use other phrases like Derer on Ficture, things like that. It brings up the standard of your Irish and it's kind of showing off that you know the hard grammar. Next thing, for your questions. Quite often students are so worried about this part that they forget about this. You have to ask 3 questions and you have to answer 3 questions. My advice to you would be, prepare 3 general questions. I have asked before, can you use general questions? Yes, you can. So what happened in the first picture? What's going on in the second picture? How did the Sraith end overall? So get 3 questions, simple 10 mark, you don't want to lose them. So my last 2 are going to be about the Comhra. So be ready to talk. There's nothing worse as an examiner than coming in to do this exam and somebody doesn't want to talk. It is about me examining your spoken Irish, therefore you need to tell me as much as possible. So try have 5 to 6 things to say about each question. Know exactly what you're going to say. If you get a question about your hobbies, don't tell me you like sport and stop. Tell me what sport, when you train, why you do it, why you love it so much. And finally, the last thing with this here is to be able to link topics. So I'll give you an example here. If you're talking about your future holidays in the I'm sure Austrian next year and you finish, you can talk about when you come back. You're going to be nervous and excited because you're looking to go to college, and then we can link you to that topic there. Again, in the classes we will show you how to link your topics perfectly so you can dictate the conversation. My last tip for you today is for your harder topics. So quite often students get worried when they get topics like the health system, the life of a teenager, alcohol, the education system. First of all, take that as a compliment. If examiners are asking you about these topics, it means they feel you're capable and you're at the higher end of the grades. So don't be panicked, take a deep breath, listen to the question. My advice for you with these are topics that you should be covering for essays anyway in school. So what we would recommend that you do is try link your essays to these topics. Don't have 2 separate sets of notes, one for your oral, one for your essays. Have the stuff coming from both, and therefore while you're actually preparing for your Scrú du Béal, you're also preparing for your Ashti as well, which is really, really important. So try link the topics overall to help you. I hope you found this video helpful about my 5 top tips. If you liked it and you would like to hear more, we are running oral preparation classes, so please check our link in the bio. Thank you.